Can the Bengals win 3 straight games for the first time in the Zac Taylor era? Happy game day, everyone. I'm James Rapien with allbengals.com and Cincinnati Bengals talk. And no, we're not on the road this week, but we got you covered as the Bengals trying to take down the New York Jets and win 3 straight and improve to 6-2. With a win, not only will Taylor have his first 3-game winning streak, but he will get to 6-2. And if that happens this season, that would mean he would match his win total from the past 2 seasons in just 8 games. So it's an exciting time for sure to be a Bengals fan. And make sure if you didn't, you check out our 3 keys to victory and our prediction for today's game. A couple news and notes, nothing too unexpected, but Chris Evans going to be inactive for today's game. And yesterday, Travion Williams was recalled and brought up from the practice squad. So he'll be the Bengals' 3rd running back behind Joe Mixon and Samaje Perine today. And then it's debut time. KAREEM officially activated from the injured reserve list and will make his 2021 debut. And it's going to be interesting to see who's active and who's inactive in that defensive end room. If I had to guess, looking at how the Bengals have deployed their defensive ends, 4 have been active in each of the 7 games this season. Darius Hodge, I would expect him to be inactive today, along with Wyatt Ray, with KAREEM taking Ray's spot in the rotation. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe it'll go in another direction, and they'll have 5 defensive ends active for Sunday's game, or for today's game, rather. But this is a game, and I've talked about this a few times this week, where you want to, 1, exert your dominance early. And that's what I'm looking for. If you're on offense, let's say they lose the coin toss, because they'll defer if they win the coin toss to the second half. But if they lose it and they get the ball first, you want to go march right downfield. 8 plays, 72 yards, a touchdown, and you just get things moving. Because if you do that, Mike White is going to make mistakes. This young Jets team is going to look up and say, man, this is going to happen again. This is what's going on. And the Jets on offense, outside of Mike White making his first NFL start with Zach Wilson out, they're going to be shorthanded at wide receiver. No Corey Davis. And, he's the former 5th overall pick of the 2016 draft. He's a really good player. Not a great receiver, but a good player. And so he's doubtful with a hip injury. So if he doesn't play, and I don't think he's going to, then, Jamison Crowder is someone that can beat this secondary, that is capable. Someone that, honestly, I think a contender should try to trade for at the deadline because I like his game. Elijah Moore is someone who drew training camp praise, but obviously hasn't had the boom type of start to his rookie season that he was hoping for. So there are some players, Michael Carter at running back, but I just don't think it's enough. And you look at the way the Bengals defense is playing in their top 10, top 5 in some categories, and you flip it and you look on the other side, this Bengals offense, 75 points in the past 2 weeks. They've outscored their opponents 75-28. It's just exactly what the doctor ordered, where they can clean up things. There's get-right games. To me, I'm calling this a cleanup game, where, yes, of course, you should expect the Bengals victory. We all should, right? It's just how it is. You're looking at this game. I think Jets fans should expect to lose this game. That doesn't mean that that's going to happen. It's the NFL any given Sunday. But ideally for the Bengals, not only will they win and win convincingly, I think they're 10.5-point favorites, but they'll clean up some of the mistakes. No interceptions for Joe Burrow. T. Higgins gets off the turf, so to speak, and has an efficient day after only having 7 receptions for 15 targets last week. And then Tyler Boyd, 70 yards over the past 3 weeks. That's just, it's not enough. And so you really want to see him get back into a little bit of a groove. And that doesn't mean it's not fun watching Jamar Chase or watching CJ Uzomah. That's fine too. But this offense has another gear still, but it includes those guys and those guys having a day. I think the Jets would be wild if they didn't double team Jamar Chase. We'll see if they do it, where literally I would put 2 guys on him all game and say, look, Marlon Humphrey didn't do this. I know some teams have been clouding coverage your way at times. Double him all game. Make someone else beat you. He's been that dynamic through the first 7 games of the season. I think the Bengals are going to win. I think it's going to be an interesting game, though. How do the Bengals, and this has been something I've thought about a lot, how do they respond to success? Is it that quick start, or do they go into this game feeling themselves a bit? Either way, win, lose, draw, we are here for you. And we've had so many new subscribers over the past few days, or if you've been here for months, because we haven't even been in existence for a year, then welcome. This is something we are going to try to do forever, is give you the best Bengals coverage here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. We'll have you covered after the game with, yes, some news conferences, plus my thoughts, reactions, and so much more. Again, couldn't go on the road this week. That's all right. We'll be watching the game. We'll be reporting on the game and covering the game like we always do right here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk. So happy game day. Enjoy the game, and I will talk to you afterwards. For our producer and editor, Andrew Fox Miller, I'm James Rapien. Enjoy the game, and this is me signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching here on Cincinnati Bengals Talk.